Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first video, hi, I'm Alaina, and this is the Organized Money, where we talk about planning, productivity, organization, and managing money. If that interests you, then make sure that you hit that subscribe button, as I would love for you to be a part of our little family. Today's video is going to be on my top 5 money mistakes. Now, while I am a big promoter on not dwelling on the past or thinking about money lost, I also believe that it is very healthy to share with others so that they don't make the same mistakes that you have. So with that, let's dive in. Number 1, not having any money saved. In my mid-20s, I felt like I was invincible and felt like I didn't need to have any money saved as long as my bills were paid. I saw the rest as free money until the next payday. Now, if you don't know, I live in New Orleans, Louisiana. I have for my entire life. And in August of 2005, we were hit by a devastating storm called Hurricane Katrina. I had to leave my apartment with 3 days of clothing in a bag and no idea when I would be able to return. With no money in the bank, I was not even prepared for the gas to take this trip. Thank goodness for my parents, I was able to travel with them, and I was without a job for a month, and I was not able to return to the city for 3 months. After that experience, I learned my lesson, and I've always had a saving account since. Mistake number 2, leasing a car. When my husband and I were newly engaged, we decided that we needed a new car even though we couldn't afford it. While walking on the car lot, this car salesman convinced us that we could get a much better deal on a monthly car note if we leased instead of purchased. Being young and naive, we didn't even take anything else into consideration, like the mileage cap or our driving habits. We just looked at that bottom line number, which was $100 less from leasing versus purchasing, and decided to go for it. This was a big mistake because by the time we were ready to return the car, we were way over our mileage cap. The cost of paying the mileage overage was a couple $1,000s, so we ended up being forced into purchasing the car. Because we couldn't wait and make an informed decision, we ended up paying 3 times more than what the car was worth. Mistake number 3, spending too much money on comfort. While this mistake is still currently a struggle, I can say that I'm doing much better than I did in the past. Having a cleaning company come over once a week because I was too lazy to do it, purchasing fast food because I don't enjoy cooking, or just purchasing stuff because I wanted to boost my mood. Either way, I would spend so much money on just being comfortable. I would take my poor planning and my laziness and just throw money at it so I didn't have to self-evaluate. This caused so much unnecessary spending that when I looked at my monthly expenses, I would be appalled at the amount of money wasted. However, that obscene number is just what I needed to get my butt into gear. Mistake number 4, not budgeting. Now, mistake number 3 and number 4 kind of work hand in hand, but because I wasn't doing a budget, I didn't notice how much money I was spending on comfort. Now, I did have a system where I would write numbers down on a notebook, but it was just that, numbers on a notebook. I did not follow the plan. If I could not pay a bill, I would just move it over to the next week. And if something wasn't written down and I wanted to spend money on it, I would just do it anyway. It was an awful cycle that was challenging to break, but it was my first step to financial freedom. This is probably why I'm so passionate about budgeting today. Mistake number 5, being too quick to buy. This is another mistake that I'm currently working on because sometimes I get so excited when I see something that I want that I don't take the time to evaluate if it is the best decision. I don't look at the measurements, I don't read the description, and I just add it to cart and purchase it, only to realize when it arrives that it is not exactly what I thought it was or what I needed. My dramatic need to purchase this one item that's going to change my life has got me in so much trouble and caused me to waste so much money. In order to combat this, I have put the 24-hour rule in place, meaning that even when I add stuff to my cart, I have to wait 24 hours before I purchase. Then that way I know I'm making an informed decision and I have time to do my proper research. Well guys, that's my top 5 money mistakes. Do you have any money mistakes that you want to share? Make sure that you leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me over on Instagram. Until next time, bye guys.